Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Motivated Results. That was my hand. What I want to do is give you guys an update on this Ozeri food scale that I previously made a video on. Keep in mind that if you have not seen that video, I'll link it somewhere in the channel or somewhere here below, maybe in the screen, you'll see it by now. And I just wanted to give you guys an update on a couple things that kind of bother me and a couple things that maybe you should consider if you're going to purchase it. I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible, so I'll expect hopefully a quick video. A couple things to note: because of the black glass top, you're going to see a lot of dirt, grime, maybe spills on the scale very quickly. It's almost, to me, like you have to do a clean or wipe down every single time that you use it. Another topic or another point of discontention for me is, let me see if I can focus this, and with one hand it's going to be difficult. I apologize again on the camera, this is very impromptu. So as you can tell, the way this scale measures is that these, I'm going to, for lack of a better word, nipples essentially travel up and down on the scale depending on the weight of the item. So as you can tell, there's actually a rubber coated piece that that lays on between the cabinet or the countertop and the scale, so that it gets a little bit of better grip. So if you're a person that ends up picking it up, moving it, and placing it elsewhere, it won't be an issue. But if you tend to scrape it, you might eventually run into an issue where this one, for example, has the rubber coating. See if I can focus in on this. There you go. See the rubber coating here on top, while this one, on the other hand, does not. So that could be an issue, and that actually can be a potential problem if you're trying to get a certain level of accuracy with your scale. There it is. You see how this and the rubber piece is actually falling off, and from what I can tell, you cannot get replacement pieces. So that's something else to consider. And final item that I want to talk to you guys about is something that I mentioned originally in the review. This food scale, even though it is very beautiful and aesthetic looking and very clean and very smooth, there's really no buttons, everything is much like a phone where it's it senses the heat of your finger. This is the problem with the scale. You'll come across this very often. Low. This scale eats through batteries, and if you're a person that's in a rush, or you're in the middle of a recipe, you can find yourself very quickly having this problem over and over. My suggestion is that if you do want this scale, and if you are looking to purchase something like this, have spare batteries on tap all the time, because otherwise you will run into an issue where you will not have batteries. I've gone through a handful of batteries, and in the beginning, battery set number 1 wasn't an issue, set number 2 wasn't an issue, but eventually 3, 4 down the line, it does get a little bit annoying. And the problem that I see is that if these were AA's, maybe AAA batteries, it wouldn't be a big issue. The problem is that it uses these guys, which aren't the cheapest of the batteries. So you can expect to easily pay $5 to $10 for a pair of these guys, depending on where you go. So just a couple things to consider, a couple things to talk about if you were considering the scale. And already this video is way too long. So questions, comments, post them down below, and I hope this was helpful, guys. See you guys next time.